Hello, my name is Michael Ham. I'm a 6th Dan Wado Ryu instructor with Wado International Karate Do Federation, which was the association that was founded by Tatsuo Suzuki. All right. So today I will be sharing with you some of the common stances of Wado Ryu and giving a bit of an explanation around the stances. Okay. So first one showing here is Musubi Dachi. Right. Typical foot position for bowing, right? Hands on the thighs, right? Our heels together, toes out about 60 degrees, right? And we bow and come back up, right? Normally we would transition from here into Yoi, which is a Shizen Hantai stance, right? So with Wado Ryu, we open left foot first, halfway, and then the right foot out halfway, so that we end up with feet shoulder width apart, and the feet still pointing in the same direction, right? And fists in front of our thighs. Okay. From here, right, we can transition into Hidari Shizentai, right? By placing the foot on the side, so the inside of the foot is in line with the back heel, right? And your hip is square and fists down the side. From here, we usually execute Nekoashi, right? Where we come forward and up, right? And then we come back again, right? Now, from here again, right? Next stance is Zenkutsu Dachi, right? With Zenkutsu Dachi, right? The length of the stance can be typically use the following guidelines. Right, use this. Now from the knee, and if I drew a line from the front heel across, right, the length of the stance is generally about the fist distance. Right, fist distance away from that line for the knee, and then from a width, right, is typically as a guide is 2 fist distance apart between the legs. Right. All right. So, and also, the knee is over top of the toes, not past the toes, but over top of the toes, right? And your weight is 60% on the front and 40 on the back, and the back knee is stretched straight, but not locked out, right? It's still a little bit soft, but it's typically straight, and the back is straight, right? We transition from this stance here, Zenkutsu Dachi, to Gyaku-Zuki Dachi, right? By twisting the hip and bringing the front foot slightly back and turned, right? Such that the front toe is pointing inwards. The back toe still either points in that direction and also slightly turned depending on the flexibility of your ankle. Now, when you switch between Jun-Zuki to Gyaku-Zuki, you have to make sure that you don't pull the front foot back too far. So if you're punching from this distance here, right, you should still be able to punch with the reverse punch, right, Gyaku-Zuki, right, so that it still hits. If you pull the front foot back too far, right, it's too short, right. So you got to make sure when you shift that you shift just enough so that your Gyaku-Zuki can strike the same target that your Jun-Zuki did. All right. Next one is Jun-Zuki Nosokomi Dachi. Typically, right, this is our Zenkutsu Dachi stance, right? Again, measuring it, right? The Nosokomi version of it is slightly narrower, right? So the inside of your foot is in line with your back heel, and you have again knees over top of the toes. Now the difference here is rather than straight, right, you are leaning slightly so that your shoulder and your knee are in line when you do the Jun-Zuki Nosokomi. Right, your back is straight line from your heel all the way to the back. There's no lean like this here. It's a straight line upwards. Right. Now shifting from Jun-Zuki Nosokomi, Gyaku-Zuki Nosokomi Dachi is like this, right? So your heel, front heel, is in line with your back toe. Now the width of it is measured in the same way as you would do as Jun-Zuki, right? Which means, right, this distance, right, from the heel to the knee, right, roughly, okay? That's the width of it. Front toe in, back toe pointing forward, and there's a slight lean forward onto the front, right? And again, straight line, punching, geidan. Right, so it's not leaning forward, right, or straight back, it's a straight line. From here, right, Seishan Dachi, when you do Seishan Kata, foot position's the same, except, right, when you do Yoko Seishan Dachi, right, your weight is 50-50, right, and your body is in the middle, right. Going from Yoko Seishan Dachi to Tate Seishan Dachi, right, is the same. All we do is we're pivoting our foot to the side, right, toes are parallel, your body is centered, weight is 50-50, right, and both knees are bent when you face this. So the toe is in line with the back heel on the Tate Seishan Dachi as well. Transitioning, all right, from here we go into Shiko Dachi, right. Weight is 50-50. Inner side of the foot points out to 60 degrees as well. Right. Kiba Dachi. Inside of the foot points forward. Weight is, again, 50-50. And pushing the knees out. Naihanchi Dachi. Similar, but the outside edge of the foot points to the front, so that the inside part of the foot points inward. Now, when you do this stance, don't let your knees collapse in. You still want to have tension on the outside, so you of your edge of your foot, so you push up the knees as well to make sure that you have that tension. Now, from here, we go into Kokutsu Dachi. Right? For Wado Kokutsu Dachi, the back stance 60-40. The front leg is straight as well. Right? Now don't lean. Right? Your back is still straight. Okay? And Mahamni Nekoashi Dachi. Inside foot is in line with your back heel. Sometimes the heels are up. Sometimes, depending on your kata, the heel might be down. All right? But typically the weight is 60-40, right, distribution. Foot points forward. This one here points to the side. Right? This is Mahamni Nekoashi Dachi. Finally, we have Shomen Nekoashi Dachi. Your hip is square. Right? The stance is shorter. Your toes point out to the corner as well. Right? Usually your heel's off the ground, and the weight distribution is 90 and 10. Right? This is Shomen Nekoashi Dachi. Reverse of Gyaku-Zuki Dachi is with the weight forward, right? And the back heel is up. Okay, good. So these are typical stances in Wado Ryu, and hope you got some information that you can use when you do your judging or in your own practice in Wado Ryu. Okay, thank you.